huge. So arithmetic is Father, and addition and subtraction are Father. I want to get some, and then when you put plus minus together, it's Trinity at large, 12 times 12. Oh, there's so many terms. Multiplication. Threes. I'm curious as to what all those would come. So if you put the 4 together, it'll make Father in total. Square root. Christ. Summation. Oh man. There's just, it's just crazy. There's so many in this list. Therefore is a great Father word. That's huge. That's 100, bang on the nose. Therefore is a huge Father word. Therefore, like the final proof. Look at therefore and Father. It's just silly. There, F, another R, like the only letter that it's added, like is Father, therefore, Father. That's glaring. I've preached on this before because it's okay. Proportionality. Proportional is Father, just like proportionality. Infinity, everyone's favorite symbol. Greater than all real numbers. That's the Father. Oh boy. Interestingly, when you say this equation, 1 over x, or 1 divided by x, that whole statement parallels Father. Like, I'm going to spell it out for you. 1 over x, or 1 divided by x. Both of these parallel Father. In fact, by 6s. Okay, so there you go. Limb, Father. Oh, it is beautiful. Mathematics is so beautiful. Infinity. Number is Father. Line is Father. Limits is Father. Okay. Infinity. And then once you're like, okay, well, what looks like infinity? Oh, proportionality. All beauty is based on proportions. So let's stop and talk about beauty. Proportions is Father. Proportionality is Father. Proportional Father. Okay, so beauty is all about balanced proportions. But look how the Father is over all of these words, and then you can and I love the like it's so close to infinity. Once you know that infinity is the King, pay attention to what God has ordained to look similar to it. Okay. Oh man. So constant is Father. If y equals 2x, then y is proportional to x. And so what are the words that flank proportional? Oh, is and to. Well, what's obvious about that? They knit together to make a multiple of 3. Is Father. The is equals the th at the center of Father. Very famous word is, to glorify the Father. Jesus said, my Father is greater than I. Jesus talked to us about who the Father is and was. The word is and was both point to Father. They're both +1 when you divide by 3. But is particularly special. So, is, to, and then to is Christ. My Father is this, the first thing, is proportional to Christ. Father is to Christ. They knit together to make 3, so the overall offset is Father. So let's get that on the table. So something blank, by the way, the word blank is Father. If you leave a question blank. So technically, a really good teacher would be really deep. And if I had a student, I'm not joking, if I had a student that left every question on the test blank and handed the test in to me at maximum efficiency, said I left every answer blank because the word blank points to Father, which is the word above all words, and I know that Father is the King of all words, therefore I left every answer blank to the glory of God the Father, the name above all names. My test was completed with maximum efficiency. Here you are, teacher. I've solved everything you requested of me in the name of the Father. I would instantly give that person an A+ and say, you are the deepest student I have ever had on planet Earth. Because the word blank, my mind is blank. Well, praise the Father. So, blank equals Father minus 18. Multiples of 6 again. Okay? So, I testify. If a student knew this and left any or all questions blank and told me the reason, said the word blank mathematically points to the Father, which is the name above all names. That is why I left this entire homework assignment blank. And it's also maximum if I would give them a perfect score. And probably some money if I had it. So the Father owns all that is blank. You know, everything starts as a blank sheet. And if you're really good, you'll hand in a test completely blank testifying of this math. Okay, so look at Father and blank. Okay, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Here's your 3 plus 2's right there. Here's your 1 plus 1, which is A, equals 1. And the rest of the letters all divide by 6. An F is 6. An L is double 6. And an R is triple 6. So there you go. Every blank in the history of the universe glorifies the Father and is owned by the Father. Done. The name above all names, Father. Last shall be first. Interestingly, the word last points to the word Father. Okay. So there you have it. It's in the house. You can notice more things at your leisure. You could have piecewise shot for 6's, like point out the fact that an N differs from a T or an H by 6 points. And then a K differs from an H an H by 3 points, an E by, wait a second. Oh, well, why not describe the obvious? Oh, this is just getting better. An E differs from a K by 6. A T differs from an N by 6. And then an H differs from a B by 6. I never saw it so. And then an A equals an A, last time I checked. And then an F equals a 6, differs from an L by 6, and the R is triple 6. Thereby, blank is at the very front of the word Father. And then R is the 18 points difference that sets Father higher than blank. So I testify. If you were to hand in a test or an exam with everything blank and simply write this piece of information on the top, or better yet, speak it out of your mouth more gloriously in my presence, I would instantly declare you the honorary doctorate of the institution and in fact the entire world of education. And I would say, you, my friend, have just solved it all by handing in this test completely blank to the glory of God the Father, who owns every blank in the entire universe. I really want to see someone do this. I'm handing in a blank test to the glory of God the Father. Blank parallels Father, test parallels Father, while maximally glorifying the Trinity in maximum efficiency. There you go. Please give me my honorary doctorate and as much fame and glory as possible, and let's take this to the world. Done. Oh boy, that was good. Now, if famous phrases come to mind, like fill in the blanks, maintains offsets of 3 because the in hooks up with the S, and so this maintains Father. Now the offset of the famous phrase fill in the blanks is Father plus 96. More a gorgeous 6's offset. Okay? But if I have a student, if I have a student that declares to me this truth, and hands to me any test by leaving everything blank and just telling me this one truth, I will instantly declare that person the winner and say, ye are the blessed of the Lord. Share what you know with the world. Done. Done. Blank has been solved for Father. And it did not disappoint. So let's, one more time. So let's start with Father. So an F is 6 points less than an L. Then an A equals an A. Then a T is 6 points higher than an N. So we now have full equivalence between the word fat and the word land. Aha, half a love. 3 times 3 times 3, and the word fat and the word land, like a land party. Local area network. And then an H is 6 points higher than a B. That is directly canceled by the fact that an E is 6 points lower than a K. And then so you have full equivalence between HE and BK. You have a full equivalence for the front, equals 40, 40. And then the R is this giant screaming 3-fest of 666 on the end to just send this thing through the roof. So, a blank test declares the glory of God the Father. Oh yeah, that felt good. Oh, that felt good. I just can't wait to see the children set free to perform maximum efficiency on every test they've ever been given to say, here, I'm leaving this blank to the glory of the Father. Thank you very much. I love it. It's efficiency maximum, the word maximum. And so here's how it works. You know, the father, the teacher, passes out the test. A kid lets it sit on the desk, instantly stands up and declares to the glory of God the Father, I am leaving this entire test blank to the glory of God the Father, and here's the mathematical proof thereof. Done. You're done. You've aced every test in the history of the universe. I love it. I love it. Done. Followed. Blank. Okay. That was awesome. How did we get on that? I have no idea. I have no idea. But it was really cool. Okay, so we were in the midst of solving all proportions and all things beautiful. Because the Father is the creator of all things beautiful. The word beautiful, you talk about someone or something having beautiful proportions. Well, the word beautiful parallels Father, sharing many of the same letters. And so how fitting that we do a quick look at Father owning all proportions. And when you say beautiful proportions, now you're saying Father, Father. And the same thing with beautiful proportionality. That person, thing, whatever, has beautiful proportions. This math, whatever. Very, very expensive verbiage here. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so Father and proportions, I'm going to state the obvious. The T and the N just hook up with the T and the H at the center, and then it's just 6's time. And so, having gone that route, is that the route I want to go? You could go PT to make 36, and then the P and the S makes 35. That differs from one of these guys. There's a lot you can see. If I add up the PPS, that makes 32, 51, and then to make that an offset of 6, you can. This is I've laid the groundwork. 51, and then to maintain your 6's, why not add a 9? So that's beautiful. In fact, that's quite shocking. That just took like a perfect spacing. Look at that. Look at that. I'll highlight in fuchsia so you can see the perfect spacing of those letters. In proportions. All those letters add to 60 perfectly. The T and the N are an offset of 6 from the T and the H. And everything else is giant 6's. Well, you got 3 O's and 3 R's and 3's, okay. So you get the idea. You can keep going. You can solve all the rest of them in detail for Father and proportions and all that good stuff. That is so cool. Okay, so that was fun. We solved the proportionality sign. And then, so this is proportional to, that's how I came across the word blank. I was going to say blank, Father, is proportional to blank. Is proportional to blank. Now remember, when you say the word blank, you are glorifying the Father and the Trinity perfectly, mathematically. Okay, so use the word blank at will. You can tell the teacher you have a blank mind. And if they're really in tune, they should say, praise the Father. I knew this moment was here. Seriously, tell the teacher, my mind is blank. And if they're in tune with the Father, they'll say, praise Father. I was waiting for that word to come forth in this class. Okay. So, here you go. So blank is proportional to blank. Well, proportional is father. This is plus 2 gets married to make 3, so this all equals father. And very stunningly so. It's the famous number 232, which is how many points higher than father? Equals father plus 132 plus 42 is 174. Divides by 3 and 6s. So you can solve these letters for. So blank is proportional blank, father, father, father. Oh, that's good. I'm loving that. Okay, so that was fun. We solved that symbol. We solved constant for father. We solved infinity. Number line, father, father, limits. Okay, okay. Oh, very famous. End of proof, QED. So proof is father. Really, these are the symbols of box. Square. Okay. Now, and then, okay, we can poke into QED. That actually says Christ, but QED equals God. 3 letters that glorify the Trinity. So let's just point that out. QED equals God. And then you can just see the obvious that, you know, a Q differs from an O by 2 points, and a G differs from an E by 2 points. And that's where your equivalents come from. So QED equals God. Okay. And they look fairly similar. Well, somewhat. Nice round letters in there. Except for E. Tombstone? That's hilarious. I know tombstone is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Everywhere. Oh, what are they saying? What is this bottom thing referring to? Oh, where it occurs. Okay, there's a legend up at the top here. Legend is father. What is it saying? The name. Yeah, name is king. Oh, read as. And then the category. Category is father. Name, the root naming is father. And then reading is father. Just like speaking. Fascinating. Reading, father. You should read aloud to the glory of the Father. Reading, father. Speaking, father. I want to declare the parallelism between reading and speaking so that we change our curriculum so that children declare the words of the Lord and practice using their mouths. Sword is, you know, is father. The mouth is the sword. Okay, but reading and speaking, very obvious gems for the father because they contain the AE staring you in the face. But what are the offsets? So speaking is father plus 24. Reading is father, oh, bang on the nose. There. Does that not say to you that reading should be done while speaking? Speaking and reading, but speaking is greater than reading. Okay? Speaking the words of God to the glory of the Father. That is profound wisdom and revelation. And EA equals an EA. Now these roots obviously parallel fathers. You can focus on the roots themselves. Ing is bonus 30. Okay. P. Aha, like what I'm going to do is focus on the roots, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose to compare a P to a TH and a D to a TH, because that yields offsets of 12s. A P is 12 points less than the TH, a D is 24 points less than the TH, and then the R divides by 3, in fact divides by 6, just like the F and the R, and then this S and K in speak makes 30, divides by 6. Okay? So there, if you just look at the roots, there is an emphatically gorgeous painting to the glory of the Father, who created speaking and reading. Done. Done. Solved forever and ever. Once and forever. It's not changing. It's been solved once and forever. Have you noticed that the word once parallels the word one, which parallels Father? Just add this little 3 in there. Once, one. Father, Father. Oh, that's feeling good. We are still uploading. I need to keep track of the queue and make sure that things are being sorted here. Just keep getting more of these up. This is history in the making. History in the making. Okay, so there you go. Speaking and reading, very important. And then if you're really good, now I personally actually like, the higher ending is the active present tense. Say, I speaketh. I readeth, I speaketh. The active present tense, God calls his children to live in the present. That pushes you 3 points higher than ing. And what's beautiful about that is then you get ETH verbatim, which is in Father, the famous word the. So you say, I speaketh to the glory of the Father. I readeth to the glory of the Father. Done. Done. Solved. All right. So, back to our assignment. Solving all mathematical signs for the Trinity. Okay, we were starting at the bottom. It's kind of fun to... So, end of proof, QED. End of proof in 3 words gets the Trinity at large. End is Christ. Of is divides by 3, Holy Ghost. Proof is Father. The whole thing is called a proof, which is Father. And then what does QED stand for in full? +1, Father. I knew it was coming. Latin phrase, quod erat demonstrandum, meaning which is what had to be shown. Now, I'm not going to bother well, even that is Father. And disturbingly, it differed from this by 3 points perfectly. Well, I'm just taking what's in the encyclopedia. Okay. The Latin phrase, quod erat demonstratum, the phrase is traditionally placed in its abridged form at the end of a mathematical proof. So mathematical is Father with offsets of 6. Proof is Father with offsets of 6. Or philosophical argument, you can solve those suckers as well. Just sometimes you piece all the others. Whoa, okay. Anyways, when the original proposition has been exactly restated as the conclusion of the demonstration, proposition is Father. Original is Father. Ay caramba. So, you get the idea. But, so proof equals Father. And then what was the, and the mathematical. And then proposition. You can solve them all. But I've already declared it. That's exactly restated as the conclusion. You can solve the conclusion, the demonstration. The abbreviation thus signals the completion. So I would just like to officially get this on the board. It's been spoken. You know what? We have this thought that writing down makes it official. The real truth is, once it's been spoken, it's official. That's the efficiency of God. On the lips of men, it has been spoken. And that's the most efficient thing for me to do. Quod erat demonstratum equals Father. Wow. Father plus triple love plus the 42. It's 162 over 100. That's amazing. 204 points higher than Father. So that's a Father one. And then I can already see the obvious, like the bookends make a multiple of 6, just like Father, and the next 2 letters. Divide by 3. And you can solve more with computers. So there's Father. And then this was stunning because this was like 3 points difference from that. You get the idea. Okay, proof solved. That was huge. That was very satisfying. QED, solved the name of the Father. So here you go. So here it is before your eyes. The word. So move this over just a bit so it's more central. So proposition, Father. Proof, Father. I can't believe they're proving that 3 plus 2 equals 5. What? That's a bit strange. Okay, so we solved proof. Alright, that was fun. Proportionality solved. Let's just... Not is Father. Very famous. Logical negation. Let's see. Negation is Father. Logical, I know logic is Father, and so logical would be Jesus, and so logical negation will be Jesus plus Father. It makes 12 times 12 and 15 letters, 33 strokes, glorifying the Trinity at large. But notice that the word negation is father, just like the word not. And many people will just say that for this symbol. They'll say negation. They might even just say negate, which also parallels father. Okay? And I can see it very beautiful, slash place negation. Incidentally, oh boy, look at the obvious. I'm going to solve every true or false test in the history of the universe. True or false? Well, the truth is, if you answer the word father, you'll always get it right. If the teacher is really deep, because true parallels father. True is father plus 6, and false is father minus 15. But you can see how many letters they share with father. See, now you're being awakened to a true and false test. So they share 3 letters up here, and they share 3 letters down here. True or false? True or false, kids? It's all the father. There's your TRE. They use different letters too. Isn't that cool? That is so cool to me. I mean, the first 2 letters, isn't that cool? That the first 2 letters and the last letter of true and false are in the word father. And the overall offset is the same. So if I finish the painting in true blue, father, father. So if I finish the painting in true, well, the U just differs from, this is 6 plus 9, and so this just differs from all this by 6. And then in false, this cluster bomb, the L can compare to the R, the U can compare to the F, and then the AH is 9, and the S compares with this. What's really cool, now that I see it, I just want to point out some extra glory. The AH that doesn't divide by 3 in father is 9. And then from the letters that don't divide by 3 in false and father, the difference is once again 9. In favor of father again, and then this divides by 3 and 6 no less. So there's the solving of true and false for the glory of God the Father. Done. All right. Front is father equals number slash base. Mathematical operator. Okay. Anywho, okay. Operators plural. Okay, so we solved negation and not. Factorial. The great factorial. So we solved exclamation mark. Oh, it's also logical negation. Oh yeah, that's right. Factorial. Well, let's take a look at the letters factorial. It's father. It's father, folks. And to what surprise, it starts with F. Starts with FA. Let's just complete the job. There's a fat right there. And then in terms of, now I'll bet you can, let's see what kind of equivalence we can, see what kind of equivalence we can hop up. Oh my, here's another equivalence right on the end. 13. I could choose this A to go with an I and a C. In fact, I'm going to do that because then that collects this like that. I could put this A together with this L to make the HE. So we have flawless equivalence in very glaring, positioning between father and factorial. Total equivalence. And then R equals R. Thereby we have achieved total equivalence of finding father in factorial. And then, oh my goodness, the bonus, I'm going to paint this red in the name of love, is the famous LO, which equals half a love. I testify by the living God that I have just solved factorial to the glory of God the Father and the Trinity at large in the name of love on this fine Monday, the 12th of September 2016. Let's get a close-up of that. There you go. There you go, people. Father owns factorial. Ladies! Ladies! And in terms of this is so amazing to me because you can pop off that bonus 27 half a love in multiple ways. The word fact is that that's the word fact is that half love. The IR is half love. The OL is half love. So for the listening audience and all future generations, For all time, I will write this equation. Okay. Father equals factorial minus 27, 3 times 3 times 3. That is an official equation. And the beauty for all people out there, father equals 58 and factorial equals 85. Same digits, they just swap places, okay? And so pay attention to 85s wherever they occur. It's very beautiful for the father, okay? There you have it. So the great factorial has been solved in the name of the Father on this 12th day of the 9th month, 2016, Monday. Everything divides by 3. It's 10:18 a.m. And I'm running out of memory chip in 4 minutes, but we'll keep, and I'll offload, and it's 3.33 gigabytes when I offload, which is disturbing. So Father factorial. And you can point out that 27 is LO, which of course declares love. Done. The Father has declared the factorial. And now you can just, what is the factorial? Well, it's like multiplication galore. It's like how to get rich quick. Well, multiplication. How is it that God has so many of everything down here? Well, he's been multiplying people. Everything's been multiplying. Bang, bang, like multiplying. It's the factorial is like the fastest way to get to big numbers real quick. For those that are unschooled in math, it's like factorial, big numbers, real fast. Okay. Woo! So n factorial. Oh my. And then the word product is also father. Factorial means is father. The product, father. Factorial. It's all coming back to me now. Okay. I am thoroughly pleased with that. You can squeeze more out of that for homework. So yeah, pop off the FAT, the rest will equal father. Pop off the R, the RI, the rest will equal father. That's genius. Father factorial. Father factorial. Father factorial. And that is part of combinatorics. Combinatoric is father, and that will bump you up. That's Trinity at large, but you can study the roots and all this stuff, like there's +2, that's Christ up until there. Combin, very obvious. Combin, the root of combining and combinations, is Christ. And 6 letters verbatim. 2 + 2 is 1 + 1, 3 threes. And then you just keep pushing higher in Threeville, like in offset to Christ. So this is, so here Christ, then still Christ. And just keep boosting the offset to Christ flawlessly. So combinatoric Christ, 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 and then this little S comes as a crown to jump into Trinity completeness. And all right, just okay. So factorial father, that was awesome. Negation father, logical and propositional. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. We solved factorial. That was huge. Therefore is father. So is father. I love simple words. Father, so. Tell me about yourself in the name of the Father. This is the obvious thing. So, just like go. Now let's make a quick, I love simple words that glorify the greatest name of all, which is Father. And so the word and comes to mind. God loves the word and, he loves the word a. But in terms of SOs, so you have, so what will work in AO, a DO, as a note, do, or do. Do, go, HIJ, KLM, and OPQRS, TUVWXY, yo. Now you know why it's called a yo-yo. Famous words I'm underlining. So, so points to the Father. And so here's how it works. An SO differs from the TH at the center by 6 points. Thereby that actually equals this entirety in gold. Good night. There it is. So is at the dead center of Father, flanked in the 2 letters that divide by 3. 24, AAA. Done. Father. So. So then I went, and this happened. So, do, go, so, yo. Father, father, father. Genius. Just genius. Ooh, man, okay, so therefore was father. Very obvious, sharing a lot of letters. Oh, gotta keep uploading. Just finished these three guys. Did I get 19 up there? Yeah, 19 is up there. I love how it's just numbers that are being uploaded. How fitting. Let's just see if it can... You know, it sometimes gets overwhelmed if I have too many things going on. Just done. It's just what we're doing. This is for